friends, welcome back to my channel. I am so glad to have you here. Today I wanted to take you a little bit through my day and what a typical day could look like, because let's all be honest, every day is not the same. And so there's 3 things that I normally do each day, well maybe 4. At least 3 days a week I like to work out. That's a habit that I started back in October. I do at least 1 load of laundry every day and fold it and put away. And then of course dishes get done. And then the 4th thing is homeschooling. We homeschool almost every day, whether it's sit-down books with workbooks, or we go out and do something fun, learning style. I had started to make my bed this morning and realized that I needed to wash my duvet cover and my sheets, so I just decided to make my bed without some of the pillowcases and the duvet cover on it, and I found that I actually liked how it looked with the white, so that might be something that I purchase here in the future, is the white duvet cover. So I think I did like 3 or 4 loads of laundry this day, and let me tell you, if you have any kids, then you're doing lots of laundry. And I have 4 girls, and so we're a family of 6, and so we do go through a lot of laundry. I will say the biggest thing that has made the most impact in our not letting have clean laundry sit in baskets, or dirty laundry sit in baskets and pile up, is having my kids help out with the laundry. And so I didn't begin and intend like, okay, my kids need to do the laundry. It was more of a gradual thing. I didn't come up with some type of method or something that we were going to follow to get us there, but we began with my children being required to fold and put away their own clothes. And then it gradually went to laundry baskets in their room. And now they, from start to finish, they wash their clothes, dry their clothes, fold their clothes, and put them away. There's reminding that needs to be done. Of course, they're kids. And there's times where I will throw a load in for them, but it just makes life so much easier, and it creates a responsibility and independence. So after I had my morning coffee, I decided to start some sourdough starter. So last year I had created from scratch a sourdough starter, and it was thriving, but I got pesky gnats into my starter and I was so annoyed, so I had to throw the whole thing out. So it's been about 5 months, and I decided I need to do this again because I really miss having my starter where I can make recipes with discard, or just making some sandwich bread or a loaf of sourdough. So this morning we are getting breakfast very late. You'll see on the clock in a minute that it's like close to 11 o'clock, and so this is more of a brunch. And so a lot of times we don't get started with school till 10 or 11, and so that's the beauty of homeschooling and being home, is that we can enjoy our mornings. The kids can play for a little bit, and then we get started, and so we enjoy doing it like this. So I'm just getting everyone breakfast, and we do a lot of eggs and toast, but we like to switch it up. But this morning my 7-year-old or 8-year-old was really craving this. So in the mornings, I do like to try as best I can to unload the dishwasher and load it with dishes that we had from breakfast, just to clean that up a little bit. And then when you do a crock pot meal, you always have to start that or think about dinner a little bit earlier. And so here I'm just making a Mississippi chicken in the crock pot with ranch, French onion soup mix, and butter, and the pepperoncinis, and we love this. So this is the aftermath of school. So our table and house, it gets very messy during school time, but that's okay. We always know that we can have a reset, we can clean things up, and so typically after school, we have like a family tidy up time. Okay, so we have everything in disarray over here. My toddler is using this bounce house off and on all day today. We have her foam climbing blocks, and but what I would like to do is go ahead and see if I can clean up this bookshelf. I don't like to keep the kids' books down here in this area, so I'm just gonna really quickly take their books out, some books that I want to get rid of, and see if I can get it cleaned up just a little bit there. And here it is, all completed. It looks so much better. Okay, so we have our steps unfinished. I have gone through and I have sanded down the tops of the steps. I need to get in the corners, and I need to go back over and sand them one more time. And then I'll take you guys along, not today, but I'm going to test out some colors to match our new floors that we have up here as best as possible. And I would like to do some black risers. So I've seen some pretty pictures on Pinterest that I think I'll really like. And then on our wall here going up the stairs, I'll do a gallery wall, so watch out for a thrifting video. And then up here on this wall, I'm gonna do a wallpaper accent wall and some pretty frames up here, so I'm excited to do that. These need to go down to the basement. They're clothes that no longer fit, and I need to sort them in bins and put them where they go. So I'm gonna go ahead and do all that. My 11-year-old has been really into baking. We got our cookbook for Christmas, and so she is making some chocolate chip cookies today, and we love it. So I'd mentioned earlier that I wanted to talk a little bit about habits. If you can't tell, it is something that I am passionate about. I talk about creating healthy habits for your home quite often. And the reason is because when you have good habits and you create and maintain those habits, it creates time and space in your day and life for you to be able to really focus on the things that you really enjoy doing, and creates those nuggets of time where you can either get more done or spend more time with your family or friends. So whenever I have a habit that I want to create, I first try to figure out why I haven't created that habit yet. What's keeping me back from committing to that habit? And then sometimes you just have to do it, but other times we allow mind games that keep us from doing the habit. So finding out what that obstacle is, if you will, and overcoming that obstacle. So I heard someone once mention on a podcast, and I believe that she developed her training from the Atomic Habits book. I've never read that book, but I've heard that it's good. But what she mentioned is that you want to start painfully small when creating a habit. So something that takes you 5 minutes or less. For me, back in October, it was drinking water. It takes 5 minutes or less to fill up my water cup. So I realized that I just wasn't taking the time to refill my water tumbler. So my habit was ensuring that my water tumbler always had water in it. then of course I wanted to ensure that I actually drink it. So what are some of the habits that you want to create and maintain in your home? Leave a comment down below and let us know, and it's just so fun to see what people are working to. Right now I am trying to create the habit of drinking lemon water in the morning instead of diving for that first cup of coffee. So you guys can hold me accountable to that as well. I realized I showed earlier the table a mess, but it's since been picked up. We do like a whole family cleanup time, and so after school, and it makes it just so much better and quicker for all of us to work together to get everything tidy and basically do kind of like a reset. I like to shred our Mississippi chicken, and we eat it with rice or potatoes and of course a veggie, but my kids love it this way. Now each day I do strive to get at least one extra thing done a day beyond my normal housekeeping and taking care of the children. So today that was a vacuum mopping. I don't do that every day, but it does take some time, so I added that in, and I'm just enjoying a cup of coffee late in the evening, and then I always start the dishwasher right before bed. Thank you so much for joining me today. Please subscribe, and you guys have a great day.